I don't remember buying it. That's the first thing that bothers me. It was just there on the shelf between the books I don't touch. I noticed it because the dog wouldn't go near that corner anymore. He used to sleep there every night, same spot. Now he just stands at the doorway staring, like he's waiting for something to move. The toy looked simple. Small plastic, one of those wind-up animals, a rabbit I think, but I never wound it. I picked it up once just to check. It was already tight. I remember letting it go, and it didn't move, just sat in my palm. Still, that night I heard something. Not loud, just a soft ticking. I thought it was my watch at first, but I wasn't wearing one. The sound came again, slower this time. Tick, drag, tick. I got up. The hallway light was still on, but dimmer than usual. The toy wasn't on the shelf anymore. It was on the floor, closer to the bedroom door. I didn't remember dropping it. I nudged it back with my foot, didn't touch it with my hands. The dog watched the whole thing, didn't blink. The next morning, he had a mark on his side. Not deep, just a thin line, like something dragged across him. I checked the house, windows, doors, nothing wrong. I told myself it was from outside. He used to roam the yard, but he didn't go outside that night. I know that. The second night, the ticking started earlier. Not in the hallway this time. Inside my room, I sat up, didn't move right away. The sound was closer, sharper. Tick, tick. Drag. I turned my head slowly. It was on the floor again, near the foot of the bed, facing me. I didn't remember bringing it in. I didn't remember anything after putting it back. I still don't know why I didn't leave. I just stayed there, watched it. It didn't move while I was looking, but the sound kept coming, like it was moving without moving. The dog started whining from the door, low, steady. He didn't come in. The next morning, the mark on him was worse, not a line anymore. 3 small cuts, spaced evenly. I threw the toy out that afternoon, walked to the end of the street and dropped it in a bin. I watched it land, made sure it stayed there. That night, number ticking, I slept. For a few hours at least, then something brushed against my leg. Light, quick. I thought it was the dog, but he was still at the doorway, not moving. I reached down. There was something small, hard, resting against my ankle. I didn't need to look. I already knew. I just moved my foot slowly, trying not to react. The ticking started again, right against my skin. Tick, tick, drag. The dog backed away. Didn't make a sound. I think that's when I understood. It doesn't move when you're watching. It just keeps track. And when you stop, even for a second, it uses that. The cuts on the dog, they stopped after that. Not because it left him alone, because it didn't need to anymore. It found something closer. Some things don't stay where you leave them. I thought the cat was just getting old, slower, quieter. Then I saw him hesitate at the stairs. He used to run up and down like nothing. Now he stops halfway, looks back. Like something's behind him. That's when I noticed the toy. It was under the couch, a small soldier, plastic, painted face. One arm slightly raised. I don't own things like that. I pulled it out with a pen. Didn't touch it directly. It was heavier than it looked. And warm. That part didn't make sense. I left it on the table. Figured maybe it came with something, a package, I forgot. That night, the cat didn't come to bed. I found him in the hallway, pressed against the wall, eyes fixed on the table. The toy wasn't there anymore. It was on the floor, closer to the hallway, facing him. I picked it up again, this time with my sleeve, put it back, turned it so it faced the wall. I remember doing that clearly. The next morning, the cat had a limp. Back leg, barely touching the ground. No blood, no swelling. Just wrong. I checked the house. Nothing broken, no sharp edges, nothing he could have hit. The toy was still on the table, facing forward again. That's when I started paying attention. I set up my phone that night, pointed it at the table, just to prove something to myself. The first hour, nothing. Second hour, still nothing. Then the video glitched. Not fully, just skipped. A few seconds missing. When it came back, the toy was closer to the edge. I paused it, rewound, watched again. Same thing. No movement. Just change. The cat stopped going near the living room completely. Stayed in the bedroom, under the bed. Wouldn't come out. Even for food. The next night, I didn't record. I just sat there. Watched the table. The toy didn't move. Not once. Then I heard something behind me. A soft scrape. I turned, too fast. The hallway was empty. But the cat, he was out now, standing in the doorway, frozen, looking past me. I turned back. The toy was gone. The scrape came again, closer this time. From under the chair, I didn't move right away. Just listened. It was there, between the chair legs, closer than it should have been. The cat hissed, low, steady. I backed away. Step by step, didn't turn around. The scrape followed, not constant. Just enough to keep up. Tick, drag. I reached the bedroom. Closed the door. The cat slipped in with me. The sound stopped, completely. Morning came, eventually. I opened the door. The hallway was empty. The toy was back on the table. Exactly where I left it. The cat doesn't use his back leg anymore. It just hangs. Like something decided it shouldn't work. And the toy. It's still here. I heard the noise before I saw it, a soft clicking, like teeth tapping together. It came from the kitchen. Then the rabbit started thumping. Not loud, just once. Then silence. I went to check. The kitchen light was on. Except the toy. It was sitting near the sink. A small bare, stitched mouth. Button eyes. I don't remember bringing it home. I moved the toy to the counter, turned it away, went back to bed. The clicking started again. This time, slower. I stopped breathing for a moment. The clicking stopped too. Then, one extra. Click. Like it corrected itself. The toy was on the floor now, closer to the cage. I didn't remember moving it. The rabbit was pressed against the corner. I picked him up. He flinched, not from me, from behind me. I turned, nothing. Just the toy. Facing the cage now. Next morning, the cage was open. The rabbit was under the bed. There was a mark on his ear. Small, circular, like pressure. I stayed awake, sat in the dark, watching. The clicking started again, but softer, closer, not from the kitchen, from the hallway. Something passed in front of the gap under the door, slow, blocking the light. Then gone. I didn't open the door. The rabbit made a sound, low, almost like a cough. I looked down. He was staring at the door. Then his head turned toward me, and behind me, something clicked. Inside the room. I didn't hear the door open. I didn't hear it move, but it was there. By the time the sun came up, the rabbit wasn't moving. No marks this time. Nothing visible. Just still. The toy was back in the kitchen, same place. Same position, like nothing happened, but now I know something. It doesn't need you to look away. It just needs you to forget, for a second, that it's there. And everyone does that, eventually.